yes, this is the application of data analysis. We now get the basic thing about the process of analysis, when you ask and all that, so you communicate. But now let's now talk about where data analysis is applicable. I am happy to tell you that data analysis is applicable to every sector. Why? Every sector uses data to get information. So I'll be mentioning some of those sectors, and I want us to move with the speed of light. Now let's go. Now the first one we are talking about is healthcare. Some of you will be thinking, we are not carrying needle, we are not checking through people's hearts, we are not carrying stethoscope and all like that to check everything that are needed. Anyway, don't mind me, anything that are needed. But in healthcare, basically, we can actually use analysis to actually predict disease outbreaks. Now, I did a study on analysis on COVID also. People that are vaccinated, people that are not vaccinated, people that actually died after vaccinated, people that are not actually on when they are vaccinated, like that. So we can actually use analysis to actually predict disease outbreaks. We can actually use to improve patient care and treatment outcomes, and also manage hospital resources efficiently. Not only in healthcare we use data analysis, we use data analysis in business and in marketing. Very important. In business, we use data analysis to actually understand customer behavior. We use it to actually optimize market campaigns. Then also we use it to actually forecast sales and also manage inventories. Don't worry, when we get into the world of data, we get to actually understand in health science, because we're going to be doing a project. You're going to be doing a project, and in your project, basically, we are going to be picking one of these sectors to actually analyze on. Okay, let's go into the next one. We have finance. Now, in finance, basically, we use data analysis to detect fraud. We have something called condition formatting. Don't worry, data analysis is so sweet. You will understand all these ones. Then the next one we have risk assessment and investment strategies. Then in finance, we use data analysis for budgeting and financial forecasting also. For the next one we have education. I said the other time that we use data analysis to track student performance, personalized learning experience, then improve institutional decision making. I remember one time like that, a friend of mine he actually did analysis on his own behavior. Basically, no, not behavior, his way of life, like the time he used to eat, then working out and all like that. So when it was done, he actually found out that, okay, fine, if he eats very little in a day, then if he go out for his workout, he actually gained more strength and energy to actually do some things in the day, and also it will help him to work at night too, actually. So now, data analysis is not applicable to things that are not real. They are applicable to things and that we'll be doing some project that are related to your own personal self, that is going to help you. So let's move into other things for the next slide. People probably take health and all. That is where data analysis is actually applicable. But in government policies too, they use it to make policies. They use analysis for census and demographic data too, and also they use data analysis to track public service effectiveness too. So also in sports, I know guys we actually love this. In sport also they use it to enhance player performance, like to check the amount, the number of assists, the number of goals, the number of fouls, and all those statistical stuff. When it comes to sports, is basically data analysis. Managing team fitness, injury prevention, and also developing game strategies. All these things are data analysis. Also, in environmental studies, basically we use it to monitor climate change. I said something about GIS at that time. Managing natural resources, predicting environmental hazards, knowing that okay, fine, by this time at this time, because this thing occurs in the past in 2017, this can actually happen in 2019. Yeah, that's data analysis. Also in technology and manufacturing industries, we have improving product quality, predicting maintenance of machine, streamlining production processes. Data analysis is so wide that we cannot actually say no to it. So far data is involved. Basically, we have to analyze it. Now let's move into the next slide. Yes, after getting the definition of analysis, okay, where it's been applicable, the types of analysis, the sector that actually needs analysis, I want you to actually know our course structure so that we can actually get to fly with the speed of light. Now, the number one thing is that we know that we're going to be watching the video. It's very important. So I'm going to be seeing it in next class, and I'm going to explain some other things. So none of this video can be skipped. It cannot be skipped. It cannot be skipped because from one we dive into the other. Good. Now we're going to be having weekly quizzes. Then I'm going to be giving us tasks that we are going to work with, and also tools to cover. I'm going to be taking this one in the next slide. I'm going to be taking it in the next class. Basically, our tools that we're going to be working with, teaching us how to use these tools: Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, and also if you have time, if you have time, so we can dive into Tableau. Then we are going to be documenting our learning process. Those ones are going to teach us. Then we're going to be exploring some platform like Cargo, where data is being stored. People store data there. GitHub, data is being stored, and then people document their project and all. And then we're going to be having a final capstone project for the rounding up of everything we have been doing. I know that some of us might be thinking that capstone project and all. Now projects like in data analysis actually includes probably in health something like COVID-19 trend analysis, hospital patient satisfaction, and when it comes to business and marketing, we have customer churn analysis, sales forecasting, education, student performance, university admission data analysis, and all. In technology too, we have social media and all like that. So all these ones are real projects which we are going to, one of them you will have to work with them. You will have to work with this because they are real things. Now don't forget, data analysis basically is the use of data to solve problem. But before you use to solve problem, you have to clean them after collecting, make it nice, organize it, then you analyze it, then you interpret it, then you communicate it to people. So I'm going to see you next class. By God's grace. So yes, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to see you next class. Don't miss any of the videos. Why? Because it is from one video we'll be diving into the next video. Take care of yourself.